Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another video. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, they live. Dark, malevolent, demonic forces dwell among us every single day. There's a world you can see, and there's a world that you can't see. We like to call this world you can't see the spiritual realm, where things are happening around you all the time. When you think you're alone, you're not alone. But in 1988, John Carpenter directed a film called They Live. And this film should be a pillar in today's society. For those who have not seen that movie, watch that movie. It absolutely signifies, demonstrates, and portrays what happens in society right now. Recently, I did a reactionary video listening to a rabbi by the name of Finkelstein. This Jewish rabbi, he basically stated that during the holiday season is when they do the letting of blood. They sacrifice children to drink their blood. And the rest of the body, they grind it up and they put it in beef or sausages and they feed them to the general public. Now, the reason why they drink the blood and not eat the body is because they understand the chemical reaction the body would have. It would dumb people down. It would make them zombie-like in nature. And they think that the blood, drinking of the blood, results in actually gaining power and taking one's spirit. See, you got people who control this world who want to drink the souls of the people. They want to literally consume the spirits of the people. Why do you think in zombie movies zombie movies actually represent the general public? The general public are blind, deaf, and dumb. So they don't know what's going on. So you got the general public represented as zombies, but they represent in movies as vampires. Now these vampires, they try to make them look higher prestige and nice and fancy. Castle all decked out, coffin all decked out. These people actually exist in society. There are vampires. Never donate your blood to the Red Cross Blue Shield. Because somebody in a mansion, whether it be Rockefeller, Rothschilds, or what have you, what they call the royal families, are in these particular places, these mansion parties, and they drinking the blood of the people. Never donate your blood. So, a lot of people have a hard time wrapping their mind around such evil. It's inconceivable to the average person that there's such tyranny going on. It's hard to accept the fact that it's people who dwell among us who are so demonic, evil, and wicked. And they're not people who look like struggling people. They don't look bummy. They don't look treacherous at all. They look well kept. They look clean. We're talking about your politicians, your high members of society. We're talking about your governors, your police officers. We're talking about high-ranking, highly respected members of society. These people are involved in fraternal orders and organizations. They operate in secrecy, and it's a secret war that takes place against people who can see them. See, in the John Carpenter film They Live, the main character puts on a pair of eyeglasses which he can see people for what they are. And once he puts these glasses on, he can not only see that, but he can see how the mass media is manipulating society. He can see the agenda all around him. So these people are seen. And once he puts these glasses on, these people have a reptilian looking face. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people who exist who can see these people. The righteous can see them. It may not be physical, but we have impulses. We have connections to the Most High where we can see these people. So they live among us. They live. And I know it's hard to conceive and wrap your mind around this. But it's real, ladies and gentlemen. In your everyday goings, there are things happening around you. A lot of times when we go through certain situations in life, when we're faced with adverse behaviors from others, there's spirits being put on these people. It's time for us to put these glasses on. It's time for us to see the world for what it is and stop denouncing the truth, because the truth will set you free. I like to refer to the Holy Bible when it says we battle not against flesh and blood, but wickedness and principalities in high places. So that's what you're seeing. That's what we're fighting every single day of our lives. I know it's difficult to wrap your mind around this, but these malevolent forces have been operating for generation to generation to generation. As inconceivable as it is, as tough as it is to understand and grasp, they live. These demonic people dwell among you. They're not even people, because what qualities contribute to a person being a human being would be empathy. You have beings that exist that don't exhibit human characteristics. Only a reptilian, shape-shifting demon can do such atrocities behind closed doors. I know the general public and the Christian church have all been lied to. We were all told that this founding land we live on was founded upon fundamental Christian values. JFK, he was assassinated because he exposed the fact that it is actually controlled in secrecy, tyranny, lies. They live, ladies and gentlemen. And I want this video to go to all those people who are good, God-fearing people, because, you know, the Most High's elect, the Most High's chosen people, we are innocent in our nature. We want to see the whole world as innocent, because some of the atrocities that's being committed, we cannot fathom these atrocities. But it's time for us to understand that we're in times of war. It's time to wrap our minds around it so we can prepare. Because although we have faith and understanding that and hope for a better tomorrow, things are not going to get any better, because the kingdom of heaven is with us. We have to correct the situations. We have to expose what's happening in the dark. We cannot just put the shielders on anymore. The Holy Spirit is letting you know that it's something seriously wrong with society. They live and they plot against us. They strategize against us. So the reason why I made this video is to promote awareness about what's happening in society. There's a shadow government operating. A lot of times when you're watching the news, you're watching the shadow government and the regular government, people who are not in the know. You're watching a war going between them. You're watching a lot of confusion taking place. Just know that you got to be spiritually armed because they live and they dwell among us. I hope this video made you aware of what's taking place in society. So you, and I'm talking to you personally, can arm yourself. Civil liberties are trying to be stripped away as we speak. The right to bear arms. You got all of these false flag media attacks. They claim that is more mass shootings than days. That's what they claim on the news. That is more mass shootings than days. They're trying to wage war against mental health. When the truth be told, it's an agenda to take away your civil liberties. Mental health isn't an issue. It's demons. It's reptilians. It's malevolent forces working. Everybody's in on it. And I know they'll say, well, that's just a movie. These are conspiracy theories. If you don't believe by now that somebody is conspiring to silence those who speak truth, then you are definitely in the matrix. Just think about all the people who had the heart to speak. They were silenced. They were publicly crucified. Who is publicly crucifying all these great leaders? It's them. And pretty soon we're going to be talking about who they are, exactly who they are. And I'm talking about bloodlines, the whole foundation. Because look, this work right here, this ain't no joke. I'm moving at this point like I know my purpose, and I'm willing to put myself on the line for the future of my offspring. For those who just to wake up because they live. Hope this video encouraged you to do your research. Make sure you share this video. Thank you for watching. With that said, shalom and peace.